welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you will consider subscribing. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. I know that I said in my Dollar Tree DIY video that I posted a couple weeks ago that I wasn't too confident in my DIY skills, but that was just a little bit of a lie. Back in 2015, when Frank and I got married, I decided to do a lot of DIY for our wedding in order to save money. So I actually DIY'd my bouquets for me and my bridesmaids, and I also DIY'd our floral centerpieces for our table. Now, I will say we did have a rustic wedding, so there were a lot of things that you could kind of get away with in terms of saving money so that it doesn't have to look extremely professional. And I am not a professional. I just wanted to save money, and at the end of the day, I ended up saving probably over $3,000 just by not hiring a florist. So I'm gonna tell you in this video how I saved so much money and the company that I used to get the flowers from, and basically just how I did it all. So let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I used 50flowers.com to buy the flowers. I don't remember exactly how I found the flower company. There were two that I was choosing between, and I ended up going with 50 Flowers. Now, we got married in October of 2015, and I started this process pretty early on, just like you do with a lot of wedding planning. And then I decided in June, which was a few months before my wedding, to do a trial run because I wanted to make sure that 1, I was able to do it, 2, the flowers would look good, and 3, I wanted to see how long the flowers would last from when they shipped to me and how they would keep. Okay, so let me back up a second. The color scheme for our wedding was a burgundy and plum. So I knew I wanted to get flowers that would match that color scheme. And as I was looking through the flowers that 50 Flowers offered, I ended up choosing purple calla lilies and these dark red roses. Prior to ordering the trial run of flowers, I kind of guesstimated how many flowers I would need when I was looking up different centerpiece ideas and different bouquet arrangements. So I figured out that I would need 8 calla lilies and 12 roses for the bouquets, and then I did 4 calla lilies and 6 roses for the centerpieces. They turned out really pretty, and honestly, no one would have even known that I did them myself if I didn't tell people. When I did the trial run, I ended up ordering 20 calla lilies and 25 roses, and that ran me about $140. But the great thing about doing that was after I ordered those flowers, 50 Flowers emailed me and told me that I could leave a testimonial about my order and they would offer me 15% off. So because of the fact that I did this trial run, they offered me 15% off, which I ended up using for the live run of my actual flowers for my wedding. So it worked out perfect, and I saved even more money than I thought I could. So I will insert pictures of my trial run, and then I will show you what they actually look like on my wedding day. So once it came down to getting closer to my wedding, I knew that I wanted to order the flowers in enough time to get them a few days before my wedding, because I knew that I was going to put all of the arrangements together like the day before, 2 days before my wedding. My wedding was October 2nd. I ordered everything a month before. I think it was somewhere around September, early September, like first week in September. In total, we had about 150 guests, which was about 16 tables. So I had 4 bridesmaids, and then including myself, that was 5 bouquets that I knew I needed to make. So 16 centerpieces and 5 bouquets. I ended up ordering 150 calla lilies and 200 roses, and I will insert here or here or over my face what I ended up paying in total with the 15% discount that they offered me after I left a review from the trial run. But yeah, so I ordered everything around the first week in September, and I chose the delivery date to be, I think it was September 29th. So that was a couple days before my wedding. So that would give me time to put everything in water and allow the flowers to kind of bloom a little bit before I started doing the arrangements. If you're a planner like me, you plan the whole thing out and you imagine that it's gonna go according to plan. Well, I will say that I was up till probably like 4 a.m. The night before my rehearsal. So doing DIY for a wedding is no joke, but I saved so much money by doing this and I don't regret it, honestly. It was stressful at the time, but to save that much money on flowers when they last for a day and then you just throw them out, it was completely worth it to me. So if you are looking to save money, this is definitely the way to do it. So once I received the flowers, I stuck everything in water. I just bought a bunch of big buckets and just put everything in water. And then I think this was like the day, like 1 or 2 days before my rehearsal. And then I was able to put everything together the night before my rehearsal. So since my wedding was rustic, I just used mason jars and I wrapped burlap and lace and twine around the middle of them. For my bouquet, I got ivory ribbon that I wrapped around the center, and then I also got these like pearl, they're like, I don't know, bouquet picks, and you stick them in so that they kind of make it look fancier. And then for my bridesmaids bouquets, I got dark silver or gray ribbon to put around their bouquets, and then I didn't add any sort of pearl picks to them because, you know, mine was the one that needed to be a little bit fancier. But they honestly turned out really pretty. Between the bouquets and the centerpieces, they turned out great. Now my venue did offer the wooden platforms to put at the center of the table so that I could put the floral arrangement on top of it. I ended up renting them because I knew that they kind of cost a lot of money. I think one was like $15 or $20 from Bed Bath & Beyond, so I just rented it from them because I knew I would only need it for that day. Between the mason jars, the ribbon, the twine, the lace and burlap, the chalk signs that I stuck in the centerpieces for the tables that I wrote the table numbers on, between all of that, I spent a little bit less than $520. So, you know, I think the average florist charges like anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 for bouquets and centerpieces these days, which is just insane to me. And, you know, I knew that I wanted to DIY this just to save a little bit of money, and, you know, no one could have told the difference. They weren't as fancy and professional as other people's floral arrangements were, but you know what, it was fine. I loved it. Everyone thought they were beautiful, and you know, I saved thousands, so that was what was really important to me. Alright, so I think that is actually it for this video. I hope I gave you guys enough information. Lucky for you guys, 50 Flowers offered me a discount code, so check the description box below. If you want to use them for your wedding, your engagement party, any type of party where you'll need flowers, feel free to check the description box and use my code. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It'll let me know that you like this kind of content. I did do other DIY things for my wedding, so if you want me to make more videos about that, then give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below, and I will definitely be sure to do that. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of you that watch my videos, and I will see you next time. Bye.